Hey yo, what is poppin'? It's your boy Whiteout, and today we are back with another song by Ren. This one's called The Tale of Jenny and Screech. Now I know he has like this whole tale type collection of songs, and I saw actually he posted another one I think like 1 day ago. It might be 2 days ago now, from when this video is being posted. But that is like super excited to see because I'm like just kind of tapping into this after I got recommended. I heard that these ones are a little bit heavier and that I should watch Power first, but I kind of really want to see what his new stuff is going to be. So I thought might as well lock in and maybe just watch this one. So this is The Tale of Jenny and Screech, and I think later on today we're going to watch that other one. So stay tuned for that video. Ooh, okay. Right off the bat, I'm liking it.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape.
So this first one's about Jenny, and I guess from the sounds of it, she's wanting to escape right off the bat. I mean, it doesn't look like, he's in like a, I guess you can call it bad environment from the looks of it. I mean, graffiti and such, right? So it's not like the most well kept up area. Interesting. Okay.
Can you blame?
Ooh, wait. Let's go back. I'm really liking the flow. I'm really loving the flow.
Wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. A poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech.
A boy called Jenny, a boy named Screech. So he said Screech was a boy named James, I believe. That's like Screech is his nickname, I guess. And I guess he obviously probably wasn't grown up in the best way from what the sounds of, because he said the devil has his eyes on him. There's like a guy back here. I just noticed that. There's just like a guy chilling. I'm assuming this is going to be like a live take too. So I really like that he does like live takes like this. This is really cool. But I wonder what Screech is going to do. Let's see.
Turns a corner, their eyes they meet. A poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny frees his statue like a lady shake stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy called Screech reach for...
Whoa. Okay, this got heavy. They weren't lying when they said that this was going to be heavy. So right off the bat, for the tales of Jenny and Screech, wow. So she's walking home, and a guy who obviously didn't have the best upbringing pretty much came up and he was about to rob her from the sounds of it. And he's, don't you look at me. Oh my God, this is going to be an amazing story. I can already tell.
You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy called Screech reach with the sheath of the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor.
Wait a minute. I gotta go back right there. I don't know if I heard that correctly, but is it like she's laying flat? Like, is she sleeping on the street, or did this Screech guy do something?
Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep.
Okay, so she's found somewhere to sleep. So she's sleeping on the ground, it seems. So I don't think she has a home. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And if I'm wrong, let me know, but I think that's what that means.
Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Ooh, let's go. That was really good. So I think this is going to be Screech's tail, and Screech's tail looks long, so I wonder if Screech's has a little bit more background. So was that I'm not sure if I fully got it, but I don't know if it was that Screech did something and she was like, gone laying on the ground, because it was like he knew this town, she knew this place, or is it like she was like she's homeless and she was trying to find a place to sleep? I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I picked up on it fully. Let me know, because so far, very interesting. I guess we're going to get into, I think this was Screech's tale next, because the first one was about Jenny. Unless if there's more about Jenny, I might be wrong. Ooh, I like this guitar riff. Screech's tale. So this is Screech's tale. So the first one I'm assuming then was Jenny's tale. It might have popped up and I might have just completely missed it now that I'm thinking about it. No, it didn't pop up. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, I don't think it said Jenny's tale, but I just assumed because it started out with Jenny, it was Jenny's tale. Okay, so now we're going to learn about Screech's tale, and I guess this is going to be very interesting. Let's lock in.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben.
Oh, so he did kill Jenny. It starts right at the end. She clocked out like Big Ben. So I think that does mean he killed Jenny, right? Doesn't that mean that? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know, but that's what I think it means.
Poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben.
Or maybe just knocked
Dear
out.
Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in. Please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick.
All right, so I had to bring it back a few seconds because technical difficulties on the camera thing. I don't know what was going on with it. I had to change this because I think these pins on the SD card, they're all scratched. So I'm assuming I swapped it out. I'm hoping that works, but we'll see. Let's lock in though.
Oh. Patrick, man, let me in. Please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick. Really fucked up, man. I'm not sure. I got crazy. Left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick. Come on, man. I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate. With something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Oh, something more sinister. What do we think it's going to be that's more sinister? So he's panicking. Screech is panicking, and Screech is knocking on, I guess, his friend's Patrick's door. And he's like, yo, let me in. Like, I messed up, man. I messed up. And his friend's not answering, I guess. Maybe his friend's, something happened to his friend. Let's see. He's pulling out his phone. I don't know. There's something in my head telling me like, cops or maybe something's getting called, but we'll see.
Hey, babe, you in? Nah, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes!
Is that Screech calling? Trying to like kind of get in somewhere?
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night.
Yeah.
The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Okay, that's crazy. So, to break that down, right, from what I'm understanding, is I'm assuming his friend, somebody like that, Patrick, called the police on him, and Screech is like, I'm the big man, you know what, I'm not going to stand down. So what he did was he pulled the knife, and I think he said the cop, he stood at 6'3", fired 4 bullets. So Jenny laid out on the ground from Screech, I think, right? Because like I'm pretty sure Jenny is dead at this point. So Screech killed Jenny, and then this officer, I believe, well, I mean, pretty much, right? We can all kind of take a guess that he killed Screech. So Screech might be laid out for good. Oh, that's really cool. That's a really cool...
Story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart.
1 street apart.
An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
So, Screech killed Jenny, and for Screech's story, it starts right at the end, and it also ends right at the start where the body's laying. What's this? There's another one? Wait, hold on. There's another one? This is literally just called Ren, the Tale of Jenny and Screech. I didn't know that there was another one called Violet's Tale. I saw that there was one called, what was the name of it? We're going to be watching it later. It wasn't called Violet's Tale, though. It wasn't called Violet's Tale. I believe it was called, like, Vincent's Tale or something. I don't know. I might be completely butchering the name. But there's another one? So, okay, let's just get a grasp. We'll watch this one, too. Okay, that threw me off. I was so confused on what happened. So, the storytelling is immaculate. Let's just start there. The storytelling is absolutely immaculate because the story starts right where it ends, right? And it ended last time at Jenny being on the floor, but it also ends because Screech is on the floor. So that's why it ends when it starts, because Jenny was the one on the floor and they were lying 1 street apart. I'm not sure what this Violet Tale is going to be about. Maybe this is like a new storyline of him and or of her and like this. I think it was Vincent. I might be completely wrong on that. I apologize if I'm wrong. But let's see this Violet's Tale. I wasn't expecting this one. We got a little hospital setting on this one. Okay. That's tough. That's tough. That's cold. That's sick. So before we get into this one, right? What do we think this one's going to be about, right? So Jenny and Screech are going to be a duo, I guess, that, you know, Jenny was walking home and Screech killed Jenny and then Screech died. So what do we think this one's going to be about? I have no ideas in my head at all of what this could be about. And I'm thinking it's going to follow the same storyline, especially because it's in the same video. And it says right here, bed 3 Violet, and it's called Violet's Tale. So I guess Violet's in the bed. Maybe Violet, where would Violet be in this story? Was Violet wasn't the person Screech was calling on the phone. And maybe Violet is like Jenny's sister, maybe? Or like Screech's sister? Maybe Violet has some sort of connection to one of these characters that it's going to be like kind of something that, like, I don't know, could encapsulate it or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm excited though.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Must rewind. Wait, so it's a lady fighting. We're going to go back just a little bit. It's a lady fighting for her life, right? And he said we have to rewind for Violet's tale. What are we rewinding? How far back are we going here?
Just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Just getting prepared.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet, she fell fast.
So right off the bat, we'll go back just a little bit. We're learning more about Violet. So I'm assuming the rewind now is going to be Violet's life. And Violet, so like she said, she grew up silently. And I'm just trying to think of how this can go into a Jenny and, like, how this is going to tie into Jenny and Screech. So she met somebody and he said he was a little prick, which I wonder how that is. So I wonder if that's like, you know, they say like marry somebody like your father. And he said like the father wasn't that great either. I guess we're going to see more, though.
She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet, she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue.
Oh, no. Oh, I love songs like this where they're storytelling, and I know it's heavy and like, you know, I understand it's heavy and stuff, but I love songs with storytelling like this and how they flow, like how Jenny was walking home and she got attacked by a guy named Screech, and like, and then like you learn about Screech's story, and I don't know how Violet still pans into this, and I think we will learn about that, but I love how this is. But it seems like this guy, I think his name is Stevie, he said Stevie, you know, painting her black and blue. Oh no, poor Violet.
Night he took her tie, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Ooh, she stays silent, things turn violent. I really like that line. So he's obviously drunk, right? And I don't know if she's asleep or if she's faking being asleep because maybe she doesn't want to have an interaction with him. But obviously he's like, I know you're lying. I'm like screaming in your face right now.
I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Oh, that's so good.
That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot.
Oh, no.
Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry for cutting it off. But can we go back to that? That was an insane one line, but also the way that he gave that to us and the way that he kind of showed that and how the guitar stuff, everything tied so perfectly right there. That is cinematic. Let me tell you, that is insane.
Blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet.
Oh,
Silence.
no.
Fucking say something, Violet. Silence.
Did something happen?
Wait. Say something, Violet.
Oh, no.
Not one word. She stays quiet.
Oh, no.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor...
Oh my God. So we're at the point now where I think we've caught up, because you know how he said, like, you know, we have to go back in time in the beginning of this Violet's tale? We're pretty much caught up to the point of like her being, I guess, in the hospital fighting for her life, because how it started was like she's fighting just to stay alive, and now we're back to that point. So everything that we had watched has led up to this point of us going back. Wow, this is insane storytelling.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet. She was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim in London.
So, I'm sorry for keep cutting it off, but I'm in shock. So, her boyfriend, maybe husband, but I'm assuming boyfriend still, was drunk, staying up late, smoking, maybe smoking on like a little bit of weed or something. I don't know what he was smoking on. But then he started beating her. Now she's fighting to stay alive, and she's 9 months pregnant. And first off, the 9 months pregnant, no, she was 9 months gone. Such a crazy line. Such a crazy line. Because that means like, and Violet's telling the doctors she wants her babies to stay alive. Oh, this is heavy. This is heavy.
Soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim in London City, far from pretty. 2005, a lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle? It happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side.
So she had the babies.
A girl named Jenny.
No.
And a boy named Screech.
No. Wait. Yeah, it was Vincent's tale. No. So, wait, hold up. I didn't even make the connection that we were going back in time, and it was like the last one technically is the start of the first one. So, Violet's had two twins, or had twins, and a boy named Jenny, or my bad, a boy named Screech and a girl named Jenny, and I got goosebumps right now. That's crazy. Hold on. The storytelling is immaculate. So, Violet grew up in not the best household. She then found a guy who wasn't the best guy, was 9 months pregnant. He ended up throwing some fists, pretty much beating her to death. She had Jenny and Screech, and Screech tried to mug Jenny and ended up killing Jenny. In a panic, he went to his friend's Patrick's house. He wasn't answering. He called the cops. He tried to call his girlfriend, I think, at least his girlfriend, and trying to get her to take him in. And the cop showed up and killed him 1 street apart from Jenny. Oh my God, yeah. You weren't lying when you said this was heavy. This is heavy indeed. What an amazing story. Genuinely, what an amazing story. And Vincent's Tale just came out about 2 days ago now. So we're going to watch that later on today. I'm really excited to see what that is. It says it's a prologue. So I hope it might still follow the story. I'm not sure. But that is an amazing story that he actually just put out there. I wasn't even registering in my head that this was going on before. Because when he said we're going to flash back, I assumed in my head we were flashing back from when Jenny was a child to now, and maybe this would follow in the same guidelines of like some way. I didn't think that this was even before that. What an amazing story. I'm so glad I was recommended to watch this Ren guy. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan, honestly. This is absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys haven't watched this, definitely go back and watch it on your own too. You know, make sure you go and give him some support because he's very talented. Not only is he talented at writing and singing, he's very talented at storytelling, as you could tell from this. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that video here. I'm gonna let that sink in for a little bit, and then we're gonna watch Violet's Tale later on today. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, make sure you absolutely smash that like button. Honestly, it's pretty cringy if you guys haven't. I mean, I know I've said it to you, but come on, guys. You know what you got to do. If you guys haven't, what are you doing, bro? Just subscribe, join the Whiteout Army. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.